was going on in my life, whatever I wanted to learn how to do, I'd go to the library. I'd check out a book, I'd read the book, I'd try to apply what I learned. Nowadays, people don't really go to the library anymore. I went to our local library here and I was surprised at how small it was and how few books they had. I'm used to university libraries where there's tons of information. Your average small town library just doesn't have that going for it. Anyway, I used to go to the library and I'd check out a book and I could give you lists of books that I read about marriage way before I even went to college or became a psychologist. I was into this stuff from the beginning. Nowadays, you can actually just go online. You can find all kinds of free information about how to make your relationship better. How do you decide which information is good and which isn't? Well, you want to find something that challenges you where you are, because remember, you need help too. It's not just your mate. So you want to look for something that challenges you a little bit, even if it's a YouTube video. Now, if it's a value that you don't agree with, if they're telling you something that goes against your personal values, that's one thing. But if it goes against your personality, it might be an area for you to start to grow in. When you're looking for material online, is be careful of anybody who does not recognize that men and women are different, first of all. And second of all, make sure that they value each gender equally and that they don't make the other person the butt of a joke, which is a huge thing that's going on right now with a couple of major people in the field of marriage enrichment. They think it's great to poke fun. They're getting a laugh out of their audience, but they're not really being helpful. They're actually discounting and devaluing the person they're making fun of. So steer clear of any of that. You really want to look at somebody who goes, okay, here's why your wife does what she does, and here's why your husband does what he does, and here's what he hears, here's what she hears. There aren't a lot of us out there, but there are some. How do you stay motivated to change? Because it's really super easy to watch something and go, oh my goodness, this was really good, or read a book or listen to something, but then you'd have trouble applying it. How do you stay motivated to apply it? And you're going to probably think what I'm going to say is you need to sign up for my newsletter, or you need to follow me here or follow me there. And you can do that. But I think the easiest way is for you to hold a picture in your mind and in your heart. And that picture is a picture of your spouse when you first met. What was it that made you light up when you saw her, when you saw him? What made you light up? What were those qualities? And I would give that to you as an assignment today, actually, to write out the story of meeting your spouse. And every day, as part of your daily devotions, as part of your quiet time or whatever you call it, which I hope you're having some time to yourself just to think before you start your day, or some people do it at night before they go to bed. But take a moment and reflect on who the person is. What attracted you in the first place? Let yourself get that little butterfly feeling going again, because ultimately what you want to do is you want to recreate that feeling every single day. And if you are constantly worrying and you're thinking about, well, they did this, they did that, oh my gosh, when are they going to stop? The trash hasn't been taken out for 3 days. What's the problem with this? Or, oh my gosh, I come home from work every day and the house is a mess. I know we got a lot of kids, but come on, she can have it ready by the end of the day when I get home. You start thinking all that negative stuff, and that focus pulls you into that negative direction where you're going to focus now on everything that's wrong. By holding a picture of your spouse in your mind at their best, it will cause you to want to recreate that. It'll make you want to think, gee, you know, There really are some great qualities about my spouse that I absolutely loved, and they are still in there. Yes, people change. That's true. But we don't change in the essence of who we are. We don't change in that quality that draws us together. It just gets fogged over. It's a really good way to look at it. There's just surrounded by a lot of fog of everyday life, and you want to clear that fog on a regular basis so that you feel motivated to keep going. There's nothing more delicious in the whole world, not even chocolate, than that feeling of really being in love with someone.